And while we're on the subject of divorce, I kind of feel like I just want to let all you married men out there know I only know two married women in my life that do not daydream about divorcing their husbands. Because I am a divorced woman, and probably because I was a former Christian, so I was like the good Christian wife, women come and talk to me a lot. And all of their husbands think they're happily married, but they're daydreaming about my life. They want to live my life, single. How sure are you that your wife is super happy and loves your relationship and loves your life together?
Okay, so this chick is the epitome of the phrase misery loves company. Isn't she? Right? Misery loves company. Because this chick who claims she was a former Christian and now is abandoned Christianity, is, I'm assuming, has become an atheist or secularist, is saying that her girlfriends who are also married, they're not happy. They're envious of my life, single, talking on TikTok, complaining about my ex-husband. They're envious of that. Ooh, their stupid marriages with their happy children, and going to grandma's house and family reunions and Christmas while I sit alone drinking wine like Chelsea Handler. They're just so envious of me. All right, so clearly this chick has obviously Satan has got his hands on her. But or feminism, same thing, because she is sitting here. I mean, just her energy alone. I'm really good at reading energy, by the way, right? Because I do a lot of game. I still do cold approach in venues, still take students out, and I'm really great at reading energy. Sometimes I'm wrong, very rarely am I wrong, but many times I'm right. And her energy, that I mean, what I'm feeling from her is just a lot of darkness, a lot of anger, a lot of resentment, and most of it feels to me self-inflicted. Like, she is her own worst enemy, right? She is like most feministas out there who just look for reasons to be angry, look for reasons to play the victim, look for reasons to start chaos, arguments, conflict. And I'm sure she was doing this in her marriage, right? I don't know what her husband was doing exactly to piss her off so much, right? But clearly she's not over it, and she's here, talking about how essentially she wants other women to divorce too, right? Because she was miserable in her marriage, she thinks other women should divorce too, right? And of course there's some women out there who are married who are unhappy in their marriages. It's pretty funny how she found those, right, in her little group. She was able to attract those to her because, again, like attracts like, misery loves company. Okay, but I guarantee any of the happily married women in her little social group or her church, her former church, probably didn't want anything to do with her toxic ass, right? Those good women didn't want anything to do with her toxic little ass, and they're probably watching her little TikTok here and just shaking their heads like, oh, she was a disaster anyway. Or they're probably talking about her husband like, he dodged a bullet, lucky he got out of there, whatever the case may be. But does it look like she's happy? It doesn't look like she's happy to me. On to the next clip, shall we?
I'm sick and tired of getting myself cute, doing my makeup, get told we're gonna meet, get told we're gonna go on a date, and then it never happening. I haven't gotten past the texting phase. I have 27 guys that have matched with me that I've never met in person. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Am I not cute enough? I update pictures weekly so that I'm not catfishing anybody. I'm 32, I'm in the Air Force, I own my own house, I have my life together. It's not good enough? Am I not cute enough? Please, TikTok, tell me, am I cute enough? Is it in my head? Am I really not pretty? Is that what it is? I swear, I'm a nice person. And is it wrong that I don't want to meet up at 10, 11 o'clock at night anymore? Help me, TikTok. What am I doing wrong?
Wrong. Probably not wanting to meet up at 10 or 11 at night anymore, right? Because she's at that age where she's basically in her 40s, right? And guys are not going to see a woman like that who is on a dating app, still single in her 40s, divorced, probably has kids somewhere, as value. They're just going to see that as a quick lay. Okay? Yeah, that's all they're going to see that as. And yeah, of course, yeah, she's cute, right? I mean, she's not a dime or anything like that, but I mean, she's cute. However, her problem is what all of these other women's problem is, right? That are in the same position that she's in, is they're going for guys that are above them, a little too far above them, right? And if you want guys to show up on dates, you have to drop the standards a bit, right? Because once you start shopping out of your price range, this is what's going to happen. And I'm pretty sure this is what's happening to her, right? The dude didn't show up, she got all ready, and he's like, probably had a better option, or probably just changed his mind, right? Which I see a lot of these dudes do these days, which is funny. You know, guys get to the point where they know they can have the girl, they know they can probably have sex with her and everything, and many times that's good enough, and it's like, okay, I don't think I want to go there anymore, right? Which he has the right to do. He's a free person, you know. But women, they don't like rejection, man. They always talk about men, how like, oh, men can't handle rejection. No, it's women who can't handle rejection. So on to the next clip.
I'll share with you one thing my therapist said to me many years ago when I was debating if I should leave my ex-husband or not. I wanted to leave him several times throughout our 11, 12-year marriage or whatever. Back and forth, debated, excuses. I'm talking like, I told myself once I should stay because the insurance was good. That's where I was. Do you even like him? Is he your friend? She's like, you might love him in some way. He's the father of your children, but do you like him? And the answer is no. Hell no, I didn't like him. Hell no, he was not my friend. He felt like this bully in my house. Honestly, I left with a bully. When he came through the door, I didn't know who I was getting, who I was gonna have to deal with, just to make sure that things stayed calm, and the kids were taken care of, and things were taken care of, and then just send him on his way, because he has a job where he goes out of town, out of state. And so it was just like, just get what I can, just get through this, and then he's out of my hair. And that was majority of the marriage. In fact, I would have left probably sooner if he was home every single day, because we were just not compatible, because he was not my friend, and I probably wasn't to him. I was the problem to everything. He said, if you were to go to a barbecue and you've never met him before, so first time meeting him at a barbecue, what would you talk about? What would your conversation be? Would you even have a conversation? Would you even entertain him in a conversation? Or would you ignore him? And that one made me realize that we would have nothing to talk about but the kids, because the kids wouldn't exist, right? We're meeting for the first time. We would have nothing to talk about because we have nothing to talk about outside the kids and every day to do things, right? So we wouldn't have that. No money fights, because I have my money, he has his. Truth is, no, I wouldn't have entertained a conversation with him because we have nothing in common. We had nothing then, we have nothing now besides our kids. And when we did get together, it was because I was following a checklist, and he was nice enough at the time, and I had low self-esteem, and that's a whole other story I'll do about that. But think about that. If you were to meet your partner at a barbecue right now, what would you talk about? Nothing about the house or the kids. What would you talk about?
And here is yet another woman, married woman, who went to go see a therapist, or as I like to call them, brain butchers, and she leaves her therapist's office now being more spiteful towards her husband, more resentful towards him, right? And this is why any chick who goes, I mean, I've never met a single chick who's come from a therapist's office who wasn't a more terrible person, right? I'm like, what are they telling you in there, man? And now we know. Thanks to social media, we see all these videos, and these chicks are basically being told by these wokey therapists, because most of them are. I mean, you'll be shocked what some of these therapists, like if you ever go to their social media and see what they're liking, see what they're following, they're following all of the like wokiest of wokest pages and feminist of feminist pages, and you know, supporting all these just ridiculous atrocities in society, to put it nicely. But regardless, that is where your wife is going, right? Do you think that this therapist is going to be like, no, you should, you know, he's a good man, he's been there for you, you've been married this long, you made a vow, a commitment to God to stay married, I know it's hard, you're going to have times where you have differences, girl, but you have kids, okay? Try to find some common ground. Try to appeal to his masculinity. Are you being feminine enough, right? Are you being girly enough? Are you being nurturing enough? Are you being generous, giving with yourself, right? Because it is your job to serve your husband. It says, that's what it says in the Bible. Yeah, I mean, things, just something like that, right? I mean, no. Instead, they're like, girl, why are you wasting your time? Why you stay with this man? Clearly, you can be happier without him. I mean, look at me. Look at Chelsea Handler, right? I mean, they'll do stuff like that, right? Or they'll pick their brain and go, oh, if you're at a barbecue, what would you guys talk about? Huh? If you're at a barbecue, would you even have a discussion? It's like, well, clearly you guys met somewhere and you had a crazy good discussion because it led to marriage and kids. So why don't you go back and find that? Okay, why don't you find a way to make it work, like married couples did back in the day? Stop being such a quitter, right? Stop throwing in the towel so easily. I mean, that's what these therapists should be telling a chick, but no, they're like, no, you know, times have changed. You don't have to deal with this patriarchal attitude of his. Woman, you can go to divorce court, he could pay you alimony, you can live in a studio apartment, get your cubicle corporate job, and be free like the rest of us, and be serving a male boss instead of your husband. Doesn't that sound better? Be on the dating apps. You could be on Tinder, Bumble, you could be on Hinge, you could be, men could be coming over your house at the middle of the night, random men yakking up inside of you. That's the life. That's freedom, girl. That's freedom, right? Regardless, it's a very sad situation. Incredibly sad. All right. Drop your comments below, gentlemen. Let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video. Anything you'd like to add, anything you'd like to share, please drop them in the comments below, and I will see you there. I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets, signing out here from my garage with the DeLorean. And don't forget to smash that like button below. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Helps me out a ton when you subscribe, so please make sure you're subscribed to my channel as well, so it helps with the YouTube algorithm. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content that I'm teaching you even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I am teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, same exact type of women that myself and my students all over the world are out there cold approaching every single day. And I kid you not, every single day we're making things happen, and I want you to join us. I want you to become one of us. And right now, it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons from me. It's just $1. It's really easy to sign up. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you could get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.